Good night, whenever and wherever you may be watching. Woo! Excuse me. I told you guys before, anytime I change climate, I start sneezing, just the way my body is. So anyway, just came outside running. I'm not even running a little late this morning. I'm running a lot late this morning. And I forgot. Woo! Excuse me. That should be the last one. Excuse me. I forgot I had therapy this morning. So I was lollygagging around. Just gonna go straight to work, and I forgot I had therapy. So got to go and run and do that real quick. So listen, the reason I wanted to come in and talk. Good morning, Tara. Thank you for blessing me. It never fails. Anytime I leave out the house and go into a cooler environment, I'm going to start sneezing just the way it is. I wanted to come in and talk briefly about a video I did the other day. And I was showing you guys, or I was trying to show the correlation between the movie we had just seen, which is Godzilla 2019, and the coronavirus, the Black Death, and everything else that has come across or come along the globe to kind of reduce population, okay? And maybe I didn't make the point clear. I know some of you guys understood what I was saying, but of course, we always have one person that comes in and just be a troll, which is fine. I mean, I appreciate all the comments, but I do want to address again the point I was making. I wasn't saying that the coronavirus and Godzilla are exactly alike. I was saying that in the movie they mention how with the planet, with the globe, with the world, every now and then, or there's going to be something that happens that is going to start reducing the population. All right. And I just pulled that together with what we got going on right now with the coronavirus, which I believe coronavirus is man-made. I believe it was released, but I don't have any proof of that. That's just my personal opinion. Hey, Miss Grace, how you doing? But I did have one person come in and was like, Godzilla ain't got nothing to do with it, blah, 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 blah. I never said it did. Okay, and I might be misquoting. You guys can go back through and read the comments and all that kind of stuff. See, unfortunately and fortunately for me, my computer's down right now, so I'm not really able to go back through and read the comments the way I don't even read the comments that way anyway. I have an app that will, every time you guys make a comment, I can go into the app and I can just read through all of the comments, and I don't have to be on a particular video in order to see the comment. Now, the bad part about that is a lot of times I comment in the app, but it doesn't correlate to the actual post. So that's the downside of it. But I hadn't checked. I mean, I know that we had I want to say that they pulled off 14 to 15 Americans with the virus on these ships recently. On one of the ships that was had been quarantined, I think in Japan or something. But anyway, I believe that it's way more numbers than what they're telling us. My personal opinion. And one thing, like I tell you guys, everybody's entitled to their own personal opinion. Okay? Everybody. So when you come in and you make comments, I'm not going to delete your comment. I'm not going to take it down. I may respond to it. And if it's something that I feel needs to be addressed, I'm going to come in and do a live about it, and we're going to talk about it. Because I never want anybody to leave this channel thinking that I said something that I didn't say, or putting words in my mouth. Okay? Because I'm pretty straightforward, I'm pretty upfront, and I pretty much say what I mean what I say. So, we did watch, and one thing, like I've been telling you guys, we watched this documentary yesterday, and with the Kobe, and somebody was even, trolling me about Kobe Bryant, like, what does a rich basketball player have to do with your channel, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, that guy was very important and meaningful to billions across the globe. I have my own, personal opinions about what happened to Kobe. I'm gonna keep it to myself right now. Time will tell. And rest in peace. He and his daughter and the other 7 that died in that tragic, horrific incident. And I even had people, saying negative things about me posting about Kobe, and I was like, wow, people just are something else, But I mean, that's great because everybody's different. That's what makes the world go round. Now, we watched this documentary on yesterday, and ever since we came back from vacation, I told you guys something changed within me on vacation with Jennifer. I now am to the point I want to spend as much time as I humanly possibly can with her as possible. Yes, they evacuated 14 Americans, and the rest of the Americans declined evacuation and preferred to wait out. Oh, quarantine on the ship. Okay, cool. Now, are they infected, the 14 that got off, or did they just leave? Because I didn't really truly understand that, because it seemed like they were saying the same thing. They were saying that, hey, yeah, we evacuated 14, and 14 had had tested positive for the coronavirus. I'm like, and that doesn't make any sense. That's how my husband and I are. We are trying to spend as much time possible. I mean, and that's where it is. And like I try to teach you guys and tell you guys, we prep for things that may happen or may not happen. Who knows? In the next 6 months, 90% of the globe may be dead. And who knows? In the next 6 months, this virus could burn out and everything could be just perfectly fine. In the next 6 months, we could truly start feeling the ill effects of the food shortage. And in 6 months, we could figure out how to eat insect burgers and be okay. I don't know what's going to happen. So because of that, where I was working all the time, now I work all the time. But then the times that the extra time that I could be spending working, I am really spending truly with my wife and with my family. Because you guys know we have 5 Yorkies who are always with Jennifer, always around Jennifer. I get a few little licks and little pats and love here and there, but not always. By May, we will know. That's true. We will know by May. By my birthday, we will definitely know. So, I said that to say this. I'm in the process of trying to start a new business. One that, by my calculations, if I get it 10 to 15% right, it's going to totally change our lives. And I'm trying to set this thing up to the point where not only it will produce enough income for us to get... Oh, and I found a property, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'll tell y'all about that in a little bit. Y'all remind me to tell you about the property I found. I got a little drive time too because I'm headed to therapy. I got about probably like 20 minutes of drive time with you guys. So, in the process of trying to, doing a lot of research right now, about to start this business. And really what I want to do is I want to set it up as a family business. And I want to set it up where the business is successful enough where it can buy us, well, it can buy itself, okay? The property that I'm looking for, that I'm looking at. I don't know the details of how to do that. I know you can do that. And just, use that to run the company. So anyway, not gonna tell you guys what it is or what it's about, but you guys just send me love, send me well wishes. Those that love us and those that care. Those that don't, hey, do what you do. Send hate, send discontent, whatever. But what I'm hoping this thing will get us to the point where I'm looking for us to be like we were when we first got married, going on 11 years ago. We spent like the first year and a half together every day. And neither one of us had a job. I was in school full time. We were able to make it, just barely make it on my GI Bill, which was crazy, okay? And hey, we made it. We made it work together. And looking back at it, I really wished I had I wish I had done several things different. You know, in hindsight, it's always 2020. One thing I wish I had spent more time with the children. Now, of course, their mother had custody. Wish I had fought a little bit harder for things, but you know, that's neither here nor there. I tried to do the best I can with the cards that I was dealt in the game of life. And sometimes you make the right decision, sometimes you don't. Hey, it just is what it is. But hopefully over the next, and I'm always looking, you know, longer term now. When I heard that the Chinese make 100-year goals, I really started looking at my life a lot different, because we're in a microwave society. We want things now, yesterday. Whereas now I look at things, I'm like, okay, if I can start this, I can give it 12, 18 months, and then look up and see where we are, and then reassess. You know, once you give it something, sometimes I used to give something like 3, 4, 6 months, and then boom, I was done with it. If it didn't happen like that, I was like, nah. But I have seen success like that in a lot of things that I have done, because when I get involved in something, I'll work like crazy. I'm talking about, I work my full-time, part-time, and then I'll work another 4, 5, 6 hours a day on it. You know, I'll find the time. I'll make the time to accomplish the goals that I was looking for and looking at. Now I'm like, okay, well, you know, I see how this can work, blah, blah, blah. First 12 months do this, okay, next, 12 months, blah, blah, blah. You look up, and 5 years later, you're eons past where you were. And I wish I had this mindset when I was in my 20s, because it would have saved me, 2 decades of aggravation by not expecting everything right now, yesterday. So anyway, hopefully that's helping somebody. Because anything that you're going to build, anything that you're going to own, anything that's going to be productive for you, one, you got to put a lot of time into it. And then 2, it's going to take you some time in order to get it up and running and successful. It just is what it is. And if you don't, then I don't know. You can probably just keep doing what you're doing. So anyway, I just wanted to come in and address that Godzilla thing, because and Jennifer's thing is movies. She loves movies. Oh, I was gonna tell you guys about this documentary yesterday. We watched this documentary. I can't remember the name of it, but it was about this church group that they had a retreat where they went to this theme park, and it had like 60 people on this school bus. And what happened on the way back, they had a wonderful day. On the way back, a drunk driver was driving on the wrong side of the interstate. I mean, it's like a 4-lane interstate with a median. He's driving on the wrong side, and head-on collisions into this school bus full of kids, and killed 27 adults and children. I think it was 3 adults that passed, and the rest were children. It's like, you can look this up. I mean, this is not a movie. This is a document. This is something that really truly happened. And of course, he went to jail, did jail time, and all this kind of stuff. But to watch those people's stories, and it was 2 stories that really touched my heart. The first one was, this man had his wife and his 2 daughters. His daughters were 14 and 14 and 10 at the time. And to hear this man's story, and he kept, and this is a church group. This is a faith-based group. And this man said he started praying to God and just asking God. He's like, God, just let them be safe. Let them be okay. Then he says he starts praying, don't take my whole family from me. Give me at least 2 of them back. Then he says, he starts bargaining. God, just, let one of them be okay. And then once he found out that they were all gone, I mean, his whole entire family was lost in an instant. Just like that. It was heart-wrenching. And he says that, he's like, God, I know they're with you, can you just give me 1 minute with them, just so I can tell them I love them, just so I can give them a hug one last time? God, I'm gonna get choked up just telling you guys a story. And you know, that hit me yesterday like a ton of bricks. And I thought about something, and I just, I called Jennifer over to me, and we just hugged and held each other. And life is precious, y'all. Life is so precious. And not only is it precious, life is short. Life is here right now and gone like that. Had to lick my finger so I get out of the effect. But cherish the people that are with you. And that's why I try on this channel, I try to spread so much love. Because God knows there's enough hate. I mean, I've felt it and had it already on the channel. I've had some of you guys that are family members. And I don't get hurt anymore. I got hurt in the beginning. Now I'm just like, hey, you know what? That's just people being people. And I've had people in the family to say nasty things, via the messages and leave us for a while. I've had people who, were around and they disagreed with one thing I said, and they're like, I'm leaving the group and unsubscribing and whatever forever. And I'm like, wow, okay, cool. I mean, and that's your prerogative. You can do that. But I had to get to a point where I didn't take it personal, because people. One thing Jennifer taught me, she used to tell me all the time, and then I finally started seeing it. She said, babe, people are going to do what they feel are best for them all the time, 100% of the time. I say, dang, you know what? We're probably the only 2 people on the planet, and I'm just saying this figuratively. I'm sure there are more of us like this, that will look at someone's situation and try to help until it hurts. And what I mean by that, we've helped people, and we've had situations in our lives where we've done for people and done for them until we just couldn't do it anymore because we didn't have it anymore to give. And I expect, when I live my life, I used to expect people to be like that. Can't do that anymore. You can't live like that, because that's an unrealistic expectation that's never going to happen. Okay? But back to this documentary. This guy loses his whole entire family. And he said, it was about a year later, he said, I was waking up every day and I just didn't want to live. And, well, he didn't say he didn't want to live. He just, you could tell the way he was speaking. He didn't want to go on. And he said, you know what? The new year was coming. He said, on January the 1st, the following year, he said, enough is enough. My family would have wanted me to live. And from that decision that he made, he ended up changing his attitude. Ended up calling one of the other survivors who lost her husband. She lost her husband. They connected, and they really just started talking, because they wanted to support. He wanted to support her, and he was looking for support. And he said they met for lunch one day, and they talked for 4.5 hours. And he said he fell in love for the second time in his life. And and later on they ended up getting married, and he ended up recouping, because she had 2 daughters. She had 2 daughters and a son. He ended up recouping, his daughters, which you can't replace life. But the way he put it, he's like, God blessed, more than I was expecting. I ended up getting 2 more daughters, and he ended up getting a son out of it. And that following Christmas, after they got married, the kids got together, and this was, they were younger. The kids got together, and their Christmas present to their stepdad was that they were going to start calling him dad. Oh my God, you talking about I almost just choked up and started crying. I was like, I had to catch myself. But it just made me more aware that, and Jennifer and I say this all the time. We get on each other's nerves and everything, and we'll mess around. I'll be like, why don't you just be quiet or whatever. And a lot of times we're joking, and we have this running joke that we've been having for the last decade. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. And I'm the one that started saying it, and now Jennifer says it all the time too. And you know what? And I'll say it to her. She says, she's like, I miss you now. And we'll just laugh, and we'll talk, and we'll hug and kiss and whatever after that. And It's just our thing. So I'm telling you now, if you have people in your life that you love, tell them every day. Because see, tomorrow you may not get a chance to tell them. I think the one thing about Kobe's death that really hit me was that there were 3 people in my life that I never thought I would see die. One was my Aunt Red. We used to call her Aunt Red. And when she died, she was like 96 years old. I never thought I'd see her die. The other one was Jennifer's aunt, who just passed away like 3-4 months ago. That was Aunt Jean. I used to do, maintenance for her at her house, and she'd call me and everything. I'd rush over there and I'd go do it for her. Wouldn't charge her. She, her standard thing was, what I owe you. I was like, Aunt Jean, you owe me anything. She'd give me $20, which is sweet. And Kobe Bryant. Kobe was larger than life. And what Kobe's death showed me was we are all mortal. No matter how big you are, no matter how much fame you have, no matter how rich you are, we are all mortal beings. And at one point in time, the clock is going to expire. I work better with a partner than I've been struggling since my business partner and I parted ways a couple of years ago. I got an Aunt Jean too. Yeah, and I love me some Aunt Jean. Oh my God. And I never saw her in her casket, so I was telling Jim, we rode past her house the other day. I was like, Aunt Jean's still over there. So, just folks, and I agree with you, Tara, and that's what I've been trying to get Jennifer on board with it, because I work better with this one. This project is so big. I feel like I can do it by myself. I know I can do it by myself, but I know if I brought on a partner, and I really want to bring on my children, to be honest with you. I want to bring on Jennifer and my children, and I'm really looking for one more person to help us get it up and running. I mean, I'm telling you, this thing is going to be extremely lucrative. I'm talking about lucrative. And for years, I've been praying, wishing, hoping, asking, and looking and searching for a way that I can do one activity and earn $5,000 a pop. I've been looking for it, and I finally found it about, 6-8 months ago. So I'm still in the research mode right now. Before I get involved in a project, especially something I'm going to start, and even if somebody brings something to me, because I've had people bring things to me, and wanted me to kind of hit up certain companies and excuse me, sales forces and all that kind of. That's my background. My background is sales. So I have a business mind, and I can see numbers. I see how it's going to work. I know how it's going to work before we even get started, and I'll draw it out on a sheet of paper and get Jennifer to do me a PowerPoint or whatever. And that girl is so good with just a computer, it's ridiculous. Or I'll do something. I'll put something together, via PowerPoint, what I'm looking for, and then she'll come in and she'll, what I call, doctor it up, and just make it look so much more professional. And then I can get my son, if I need some kind of diagram or some kind of video to just bring the vision, more forward. This guy is amazing with, I forgot what the program is called, but when I envisioned Chappelle Acres and Chappelle Estates, I described to him what I was looking for, and this boy did a video. I'm talking about animation. He did animation and made this thing come alive. And I was like, man, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So for years I've been on a search. I have a goal to be a millionaire before I'm 50. It used to be before I was 30. Then it was before I was 40. Then it was before I was 45. Now I'm almost be 46. Now it's before I'm 50. Okay. And I believe I finally found the opportunity and the means of getting there. Okay. That's how I am. Really good with computer graphics, publishing, design, art, music, video, etc. Just saw a video with a deer in Kroger in Indiana. Are you serious? Oh goodness, Tara. I almost want to fuss at you a little bit, Because I watch your videos and I hear your speaking voice and how eloquent you are, and to know your background as far as publishing and all that, and I'm like, why are you not doing that right now? Because I know you could probably put out 5 to 6 books here in the next 6 months that could get you up and running and get you an income in that will be substantial, you know. But and I wish we all have our own talents, and we are all good at what we're good at. So I could wish all I wanted, but no, I don't, you know. And I've written a couple books, and I thought that was where we're gonna be making my millions. It's not. That's not me right now, you know. And we all go through phases in our life or in our lives. I got about 5 minutes, y'all. We all go through phases in our lives where, and I like to say, I'm evolving, because, you know, 2 years ago I was into this publishing thing, and I probably have 4 more books that need to be edited, and produced and published. I'm just not right there, you know, right now. Talk about the property file. Thank you, because I'm about to leave. Yeah, I love Tara's videos. I love her voice. Her voice is so soothing and calm, and it kind of sucks you and draws you in. But as far as the property I found this property, 197 acres. 197 acres. Big old huge house, 5 bedrooms. I think it's a 3 bath or 3.5 bath. 197 acres. I'm like, I could do anything I ever wanted to do on 197 acres. Oh my God. Oh, I got out and fixed my tractor this weekend. My lawnmower, my riding lawnmower. Yeah, 197 acres, and the price tag on it. I mean, it already has, you know, a structure on the house and everything. And $1 million. That's it. $1 million. That's all it's going to cost. And I used to look at a sticker price like that and get, hey, what's $1 million? $1 million. $1 billion is nothing to the universe. $1 million is even less. We look at that, you know, that number right now. We're like, oh my God, that's so. You'll figure it out, you know. And your goal and your dream might not be 197 acres. That's just been where I wanted to be. I wanted something that was at least 100 acres, you know, because I'm like, if we're going to build a community, and I'm not talking about no doggone crazy stuff like David Koresh and, you know, stuff like that. I'm talking about a community of like-minded people who are out there living in it. I want something like the Chauffeurians at Chauffeur Mountain with Pastor Joe Fox. I would love something like that, you know, where we get together. I don't know if we're gonna be able to live off the grid the way they do, but I would love to, you know. She says, wow, 197 acres, that's the Winnie the Pooh. Laugh out loud. Now, I've got the Winnie the Pooh song stuck in my head. We ended up. Yeah, Pastor Joe is amazing. I love him. Matter of fact, most of the things I have learned, not only about YouTube, but about prepping and about building a community, I learned from Pastor Joe Fox. You know? And he's had so many people who have spun off of him. Bare Independence, you know, is a spinoff of Pastor Joe Fox. And several others. You know, I don't really watch those guys anymore because, you know, I got my own thing going on now. But ladies and gentlemen, love the ones that you know, show the ones that you love. I want to meet him. Yeah, he and Sister Kate would be amazing to meet. Deep in 100-acre. She quoted. I'm surprised. Are you? Okay. Cool. Sister Kate is amazing. She's an amazing woman. She had to be because her husband's an amazing man. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get in here and do my therapies. I will chit-chat to you guys later. We're going to have some talking time after this. So I'll probably come back in here in about, 20 minutes and see you guys then, okay? Spread love. I love you. Take care.